Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a fall horseback riding lesson. And this time it's my point of view basically because I have this camera that goes on top of my helmet. We've had it for probably a few months now, but I just learned how to work it. So there's Night. She's an Arabian. She's the one I'm riding today. I've been riding her for the past few weeks. She's really good at cantering and stuff, so. But today we're going to work on trotting and some cantering. I'm putting fly spray on her now. Because even though it's fall, there's still a lot of flies. Okay, I don't know what this part is. I think I'm putting on her bridle now. Yeah, it's very dark. I had to lighten up this clip a little bit because you cannot see anything. Oh, fast motion apparently. It is 2 o'clock. You can see on the side it has the day and everything. Even though it's actually not the 16th, it's the 15th. For some reason it says the 16th. I don't know why. I guess that's when we actually got the videos off of the camera. It's funny because the camera's like the size of a Ring doorbell. Thumb size, I guess. It looks like a Ring doorbell. Okay, now that we bridled and everything, we're all tacked up, it's time to go get on. We actually have our own saddle pads because a long time, well, not a long time ago, but probably a year ago, our old instructor said we could get our own saddle pad, so yep, there it is, my blue saddle pad. My sister has one, and I'm sure you'll see it in the video. It matches her shirt. Oh, I think I'm about to get on now. It's a little bit shaky and stuff, so yeah, hopefully I don't make you guys sick. Okay, there we go, we got on. Every single time I got on the horse, and if they try to walk away, I pull back because it's probably not a good habit for them to walk as soon as you get on and run away with you. I think that's something I learned. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Now it's time to readjust my stirrups. I remember this moment. She was just like, you need to adjust your stirrups. Are they a little short or long or whatever it was? I think it was long. But now we're just warming up because before you do any trotting or cantering or anything really, it's better to stretch and warm up so your horse can get used to it and you can get used to it and stuff. It's also, I guess, just good to do that before just skipping to the fun stuff. Warming up is fun too, but not as fun as trotting and cantering. Also, we ride English, which there's 2 different styles of riding, English and Western, and we ride English. The difference is Western's more like cowboy hats stuff. Oh wait, this part is that we're going out and Night would not want to go out for a second. Anyways, but yeah, Western's more like cowboy hats and, you know, barrel racing and stuff, and the saddle has a horn on it, but then English is nothing like that. It's like more fancy, but not too fancy. Now we're going out. I love how pretty it is out here with the fall colors and stuff. Going on trails is really fun too. Maybe sometime I'll film while we're on a trail. Okay, here's the big arena. So that was a small one in there. This is the bigger one. It has jumps, but we're not jumping. We're just gonna work on poles and stuff. But the thing about the bigger arena is that the horses get more excited because of course it's outside and it's bigger, so they want to go faster. It's harder to control the horses sometimes, but yeah. So we're switching directions now. And it's now 2:17. On the 15th, not the 16th. You can see some horses in the pasture right there. Those are other lesson horses. And make sure you go watch my short from probably like a week or 2 ago that I showed every single horse I've ridden. Or almost every single horse. I wasn't every single horse, but for the most part. Oh, around this corner I started to trot. It's not as bouncy as I thought it would be on the video, but yeah. So, just trotting. I didn't do as much posting, which is like going up and down. I did more standing position, which is not actually standing, it's more like, down. But it's hard to explain these things because if people watching don't really know anything, it's kind of hard to explain, but just trust me and imagine these things. I trotted for a long time. I trotted for like, this is almost a lap now. Wow. The sun looks like the moon. That little tiny foot. That's actually not the sun, it's like the reflection of the sun. Okay, more trotting. This is my second lap around. So you see those are, the poles are not actually jumps, they're just poles that are very small. We have jumped before though, and hopped over stuff, but on a trail one time during our jump camp, which is basically just learning things about jumping and stuff, we got to jump over like a tree kind of thing. It wasn't too big, it was probably the sides, if you saw those rails that were crossed, they're called cross rails. Basically, the poles that were crossed, so just like you would think. Also my shadow. And I love that tree right there because it's perfect for the shade. And it's just very cool. There was another tree in the arena before, I think, too. They cut some trees down. That's why it looks a little different than I remembered it. Because for a while, we didn't ride in this arena, but yeah. Also, I like how this is kind of like a weird kind of circular view. It's funny. Oh, I think I'm about to start trotting again. And it looks like she's ready to trot. Next time I'll probably put the camera more down because it's just a lot up and you can't see a lot of the things I'm doing. Oh, right here, trotting. The camera's very small on my head. Before, it was like, we didn't want it on our helmets because, you know, it was just, we didn't want to film the riding from our point of view before, but then I realized that would be fun. And here I am doing it, and it turned out better than I thought, except it's a little bit shaky, but besides that, it's really good. Okay. I only cantered, I think, one time because at some point my ankle started hurting a little bit, so that was something we had to work on. We had to work my other ankle to get as hurt as my right ankle was, but my sister cantered, I think, twice maybe. Well, I think once was an accident. I think that her horse wanted to go a little bit faster. By the way, her horse is named Jag, and he's a quarter horse. Knight, like I said, is an Arabian. And I can't really tell if she's black or brown. It's kind of hard to tell. Wow, really looked like I was gonna go for that jump in that one clip. Sorry if the sound in the video is not matching. When I record the sound, it's like behind for like 2 seconds, so. Oh, now we're doing some pole work. I think this is about to be our cantering time. Yep, she's cantering right there. Very good. Walking over the poles some, then I'll do trotting, then I'll do cantering, but I don't think I showed the cantering for the poles because this camera resets every 3 minutes. I don't know why, it just resets every 3 minutes and it kind of like skips some parts. So, oh my goodness, that was glitchy. I don't know if it wasn't in real life, but it was on this. Well, not in real life, but to you guys. Okay, I think I'm gonna trot over the poles. Oh, yep. Okay. Oh, you can see she was throwing her head up a little bit. One thing I have to do with Knight is, and Frost, which is another horse I've ridden, you have to hold your hands up. If their head goes up, you go up, which seems like it would be the opposite, but it's just to make them happy and stuff. I don't know exactly, but yeah. Oh. Cantering. There's cantering. It's not as terrifying as it seems, but it's very interesting. And it's fun too. I used to be afraid of cantering, but as soon as you actually do it a few times, it's fun. Now I think we're cooling down. We're about to be done. We actually ride for a long time. Our lessons used to be like probably an hour, like they're supposed to be, and then they started to get longer and longer as we've done different things. Like when we first started trotting, they might have been like a little bit longer, and then cantering now very longer, and then jumping. When we start jumping, I feel like our lessons will be very long, but now they're about 2 or 3 hours. But we actually help out a lot at the farm now, so we were actually there on this day for 5 hours because we had to help with a boarder's horse. Very fun. Oh, now it's time to get off. They have a lot of different horses here. They have Arabians, quarter horses, thoroughbreds, an Appaloosa. Can't think of any others besides those. I don't know what kind of horse one of them is, but yeah, Knight is an Arabian. Like I said a million times. She definitely looks like it. They have, I think, 3 or 4 Arabians. They have an Arabian Appaloosa, which is really cool. Okay, I am rolling up my strips, but thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!